Now, jury selection is set to begin today in the federal case against 3 of the officers involved in the death of George Floyd. Thomas Kiernan Lane, Tu Tao, and J. Alexander King have been charged with violating Floyd's constitutional rights by failing to stop former officer Derek Chauvin from killing Floyd and not providing Floyd with medical attention. NBC News correspondent Meagan Fitzgerald joins us now from outside the courthouse in St. Paul, Minnesota, with more here. Hi, Meagan. Good morning. So first, tell us about this process that we're going to see. Do we have an idea of how long jury selection is expected to take, and then when does that mean we can expect the trial to begin?
Savannah, good morning. What we know is that this judge is incredibly concerned about the spread of coronavirus inside the courtroom. And so he wants this entire trial to proceed as expeditiously as possible, and has said that he wants to see 2 days for jury selection and for opening statements to begin on Monday. Now, many legal experts say that that's very optimistic, and they compare it for some context to what we saw in the spring with Derek Chauvin. It took 2 weeks for jury selection in that case, and that trial, as we know, lasted five weeks, Savannah.
Yeah, and that trial resulted, of course, in Derek Chauvin being convicted of murder. That was back in April. Does that play any role or have any impact here? And also, do we know if any of these 3 officers are planning to testify in this trial?
So we asked that exact question, those exact questions to legal experts, and they say, listen, we know that the attorneys for these 3 former Minneapolis police officers, they wanted Derek Chauvin to be separate with these federal trials. They didn't want to go to court with him because obviously that would be very challenging and difficult for their clients. Derek Chauvin pleaded guilty to the federal charges that he faced back in December. And so that seemingly is a win for the defense team for these 3 officers. Chauvin won't be in court. As far as will they take the witness stand, that usually is a decision that we see attorneys make throughout the course of the trial. Depending on how it goes, depends on whether or not they'll have their client take the stand.
Now, these 3 officers are also going to face a state trial. That will be later this year. How's that trial differ, and will it impact the state's case?
So it's very possible that, all eyes are looking at how this federal trial proceeds. And if these officers are convicted, it's possible that there will be a plea bargain that's made and they won't go to trial for their state charges. So all eyes are really on this federal trial, seeing how this plays out, which could determine these next steps. As we know that the trial for the state charges is set for June, Savannah.
All right, Meagan Fitzgerald, lots to watch for there. I'm sure we'll be back to you on this. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.